Wait, is this Edward Scissorhands or is that something different?
Well, so there's famously a movie called Edward Scissorhands, which is that. And then there is Sweeney Todd, which is something else.
But okay, does Sweeney Todd also have scissor hands?
No, he's just a regular barber.
Okay, got it. Hello, and welcome to Baby That's
Baby,
Cont.
that's Cont. A conversational podcast about all of our favorite Cont. I'm Joseph, and I'm worried.
And I'm Kip, your tired ass showgirl. How are you today?
She talks to the at-home viewers.
Well, I would have, but
Uh,
Dora has been deported.
Not yet. Well, I guess by the time this comes out. Uh, I'm doing fine, as you could be on day 2 of the Donald Trump reign.
Well, guess what? It's day 3, so
Is it? I
yeah.
guess. I'm still on day 2, mentally.
He signed hundreds of executive orders on day 1, so
Wow.
that makes this definitely day 3.
Well, I'm not good at math, so
That's true. It's always been your Achilles heel. Um, okay, you're wearing a tank top. Is this how you attend business meetings?
well, who says I'm doing business?
Well, I didn't say you're doing business now. I'm asking because you came from
Generally,
business.
depends what kind of business I'm conducting that day. Um, but my company is like a no camera company, so
Oh, always?
yeah, I don't like that because I think I look good on camera.
Well, you'd be surprised.
I just think like my entire company is remote, so I feel like you gotta have cameras on because otherwise you like never. There's no connection with people
Yeah. Also, how often are you guys even meeting?
every day. Sometimes multiple times. This is a
Yeah,
business, you know.
famously. I'm with you. I think people need cameras on,
Yeah, people
unless
hate
it's
it.
like a large meeting.
Yeah, I think that's okay.
But yeah, if there's a chance I'm talking, then I just like wear a camera on culture, which I think is good, even though it's occasionally annoying.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like unless it's like a super important meeting, I'm fine with a hat on. Just put a nice shirt on, and I think I look better than most people.
That's true. Do you like my haircut?
I do. It looks good.
Thank you.
Very handsome.
I'm feeling handsome this week, I'll admit.
Well, that's good. Might help ward off the bad feelings.
You would think, wouldn't you? I got it cut yesterday afternoon, and it really does help.
See, that's what I said last pod. That was my win, or maybe 2 pods ago. I don't know.
That's true.
Can't believe you're stealing my
There-
wins already.
well, I didn't say that was my win, to be clear.
Sure, sure.
There is something so funny about like, or whatever, about walking into a Barry's class with all these hot people when your hair is like grown out and you're already like A, fatter than most of them, and now I'm uglier too. But
Wait,
when
what
you
do you
have
mean
your
now you're uglier?
when it was because okay,
Oh, I see.
having cut hair is my default. Uh, the point it had gotten to for me last week was a victim of circumstance. If I had not had to evacuate my home, I would have been freshly shorn a little sooner.
I see.
But I have a better face than most of the people in class, and they have better bodies than me. So when I therefore then lose the goodness of this, It's really not a good thing for me.
I see. Well, I'm not that good at math, but I'm sure you're fine in
Thank you so much. Yesterday, I did absolutely smash a dumbbell into my leg.
there. Okay, I take back what I said.
Absolutely
See,
massive bumpy bruise.
here is how you should judge people in a group fitness class. It's not based on their face or their bodies. It's about the fitness. And sounds like you failed it yesterday.
Um, I held up pretty well from an exercise perspective, but yes, I did smash my leg, which I don't think anyone saw. So,
Mm, I'll get the tapes.
but it was leg day, and like people had moved their stations around in previous classes, and somehow like my space dedicated to me was much smaller than usual, and I didn't quite know how to adjust for it because there were people on both sides of me. So, anyways, it was not a good class for me. Let's just say that.
Well, I hope you at least got a good workout in, despite it all.
I did until I tweaked my quad.
Okay, I was gonna say I'm so proud of you that you haven't hurt yourself yet.
I'm
Glad I
still
didn't
gonna
say
call
it.
this not. I'm still not calling this an injury because I did Monday and Tuesday, and then I was always gonna take today off. So as long as I'm okay by tomorrow, which I think I will be, then it's not gonna count.
I see. You better put those jet boots on, mama.
Absolutely. Although they hurt the shin that I banged.
Oh my god. Tragic. Would you
Um,
believe yesterday I went to the gym twice?
I wouldn't believe it, although I did see you finish a workout in the evening time, which I did find strange. So
See, the
that makes more
loophole
sense.
is that what did I do? I did cardio in the morning, and then I went back for tennis in the evening.
That's impressive. Did you join a league or something?
I joined, it's called a ladder, if you have heard, which I had heard of, but didn't have any idea what it is. But I joined one. And so I started at the bottom of the ladder, is how it works. And then when you beat people, you like go up and you whatever.
Yeah.
Um, and so I played this like old Asian lady. And by old, I mean like at least 60, not older. That's old. Um, Felt really bad because I beat her 6-0, 6-0.
Okay, so you're telling me how is the ladder ranked?
It says it's for people rated 3.0 to 4.5.
Okay, got it.
So my rating is a 3.5. And I think I'd say I'm like in the solid middle to upper end of 3.5 versus like lower end.
Yeah.
Yeah, she said that she used to be a 4.0 player back in the day, but I'd say now she's probably like a solid 3.0 player.
Yeah.
It's hard, like she has all the fundamentals and all the skills, but she can't really move well and she can't hit it very hard. So it didn't really matter where she hit the ball. I was always able to like get there in time.
Yeah.
And then basically all I had to do is just not mess up. So I still had fun because I don't know. I feel like there's a different kind of pressure when playing someone that is worse than you because it's like then you'll be like an idiot if you lose.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
it was still good practice in that way. But I did feel bad because I think I only lost like 8 points, maybe like 10 points the whole match. And probably like two or three of them were double faults. So it was like, I think every point I lost, like, cause it was because I messed up.
Sad.
Oh, no, she did. She got one winner. I remember. It
Oh,
was a
thank
really
God.
well, like, executed plan to where I just, like, couldn't get there.
Okay. So how does the ladder work now? Do you have to play every single person, or do you get to jump ahead of everyone else who's lost to this woman?
So I guess next week I get to challenge somebody that I want to play, and then if I beat them, I like go up a level or something. I didn't really understand it.
Got it. That's fun though.
Yeah, I thought it was fun. And they're definitely like were good people, but since I started at the bottom, I had to play the bottom.
Yeah, absolutely. Does this? Okay, got it. Is that your win of the week?
No, that
Okay.
I mean, sure, sure.
Do you have one?
So I'd say my win of the week has been sticking to my exercise goals and my diet.
Huge.
Um, yeah, and I've been like feeling good, feeling like mentally well, huge for me.
Absolutely. Maybe you passed it on to
Feeling
me, bitch.
it's like the ring. Like I made you watch the tape and now you have the curse. So yeah, I feel great. Hope to keep it going.
Very exciting. Nice. My win of the week is I successfully found um, miles to Europe in business class for the summer, and I booked it. So
Slay.
I'm thrilled because tickets were crazy expensive,
Yeah, where are
like
you
more
going?
expensive than normal. Um, I will give you one guess.
Oh, London town.
Yes.
Such a good guesser.
Yes. Going to London, but we're going to, this is fun and topical. We're going to do a little week away on the English seaside. We're going to go to the
Ooh.
Eastbourne tennis tournament.
By the
Um,
sea, Mr. Todd, by the English Channel.
I don't know what that is about.
It's a musical reference
Which one?
from Sweeney Todd.
Oh, I've never seen that.
Well, it's okay.
I just don't like scissors.
Well, I mean, I guess there are some scissors,
The
but
Demon Barber.
the key component is the razor blade. That's how he gets you.
Oh, got it, got it,
That.
got it. Wait, is this Edward Scissorhands or is that something different?
Well, so there's famously a movie called Edward Scissorhands, which is that. And then there is Sweeney Todd, which is something else.
But okay, does Sweeney Todd also have scissor hands?
No, he's just a regular barber.
Okay, got it.
You should watch, there's a movie with, is it Johnny Depp? Also
Yeah.
Edward Scissorhands. And, who is Bellatrix, Lestrange's actress?
Oh, I can see her face. Helena Bonham Carter.
Yes, she's in it.
Okay.
And
I
she
did.
sings
I
the
know
line
about
that I
this.
said.
Okay, that's really funny. Well, this is gonna be a great clip where I reveal that I don't know anything about Sweeney Todd and did in fact think it was Edward Scissorhands.
I mean, this is kind of similar, really, when you think about it. Well, if I think about it.
Yeah, but I just thought they were the same. Okay. Well, yeah, so we're gonna go to the Eastbourne tennis tournament, and then we're gonna go to Brighton, which is a gay little English town. And then we'll be back in London for a couple weeks. And I think we're gonna see Do the Peep at Wembley
Nice.
Stadium, and we're seeing Lana Del Rey at Wembley. And then I'm gonna try to get Wimbledon tickets without paying out the absolute ass.
I thought, well, last year you got a pretty decent deal, right?
No, to Wimbledon we paid out the ass.
Oh, well, I thought you said that it was like a good, in comparison to other majors, the price was good.
Okay. I feel like, well, because I'm an absolute psychopath and went to all four last year. So I think maybe we're just mixing up what was what. Wimbledon was the best like experience overall. But it was expensive as shit. It was, I guess I'll just say it. It was like,
Oh, okay.
yeah, it was like $1,500 per person. But we did get like amazing seats, and then it was an all day, all you can eat, all you can drink food situation, including like caviar and stuff. So
Yeah,
it was
I do remember that.
wonderful. Yeah. I would highly recommend it, but it was not affordable.
That's a good deal, right? That's normal.
Yeah. But there is a way to get tickets, I've discovered. Like, you have to enter the public ballot to get access, which I do every year, and I lose every year.
Iconic.
Do you enter?
No, I'm not going there.
Ever?
Maybe.
Well, I
I
think
would
you'd
go
like,
to Wimbledon.
yeah. Well, the only way to get tickets without paying what I paid is to enter this public ballot. Um, if you win, then you get to buy tickets at normal prices, like $150 to $250.
I see. What
And
a
then
privilege.
yes. And if you lose, then like once those tickets are distributed, if people can't go, they like return them, and then you can buy them by like accessing this website. But you could only get access to the website if you enter. So I'm gonna have to be on my absolute refreshing ass. But that was how I got French Open tickets, was like because I work from home and I'm on my computer. I just have this tab open at every meeting. I'm just
Wow. That's dedication.
it is dedication. So that's my hope. But that's my win of the week, is I made it happen.
Nice. Do you have an L of the week?
I do. And it is tennis related.
Okay.
My L of the week is how the Australian Open has gone.
Where'd it go?
Well, okay. I think like that's been the other reason I've been down this week is like there's been all the things, right? Like
Not
fire.
sports.
What?
I said not sports. Don't tell me sports is the reason why you're feeling down.
No. Well, okay. So there's all the things. There was grandma death, evacuation, Trump presidency. So my only thing I was looking forward to has been the Australian Open. And I love the Grand Slam tournaments because it's like it's 2 weeks and they're going all day long and I can watch it. Blah blah blah. And so I've been very excited about it. And everyone good has lost. Everyone. All that's left on the men's side is, let's go through them because each of them is bad. Okay. Sinner. Best of the
So
four
bad.
remaining. But A, he's not cute. And B, he is a doper.
Well, yes, and
Well, he was literally suspended for it.
yeah, but didn't they like walk it back?
Yeah, but like, it's a pretty clear-cut case of like unfair treatment and favoritism compared to other people who are lower ranked and have been suspended much longer for the same offense.
Yeah. I don't like him, so it's fine.
I mean,
agree.
he's who I'm rooting for at this point. Then the next person left is Shelton, who
Oh, I
Trump
like
supporter.
him though.
Well, at least Ramaswamy supporter.
Well, I'll give him a pass for now because we're living under the thumb.
Well, I'll agree with you there. Okay. And then Djokovic and Zverev. It's like, wow.
Hate them.
I know.
Well, I don't hate Djokovic. I just like to see him lose.
Yeah, I just don't want him to win. And
Yeah.
now I'm in the position where I have to root for him because then if he loses, then we have a woman abuser in the final.
Well, it would be a nice parallel to the White House.
So, anyways, I'm disappointed. And that is my L of the week. What
Well,
is
sorry to
yours?
hear it.
Thank you.
My L of the week would be my moving saga.
Yes.
So, okay, so normally I would pay to have movers move me. Like, I feel like moving is probably one of the most awful experiences you can have. Obviously, that's kind of exaggerating, but it's
Within the
pretty
realm of normal
awful.
life, I agree.
Yeah, with like a non-tragedy experience, moving has got to be up there of one of the worst things.
Agreed.
Um, so we were getting rid of most of our stuff. So I was like, you know what? I think we can just do it ourselves. It won't be that bad. We're getting rid of mostly everything. So I guess I could say my L of the week is just U-Haul. This is where it all started, right? So we had like a reservation for our truck for like 8 a.m. when they open on Saturday. And the day before we get like the like confirmation from them and they're like, "Oh, we don't have the size truck that you reserved weeks ago. We only have this one, which is like gigantic. It was 26 feet." So keep in mind, like we got rid of most of our stuff. So what are we gonna do with a 26-foot truck?
Hmm.
Um,
What
this
size
was
did
like
you think you
whatever.
needed?
I don't know. Ruben did it, but I think we could have gotten away with like almost half of that.
Okay.
Maybe a little more than half of that. So probably like
15.
yeah. Um, so it's like whatever. We won't have to stack anything. We'll just put everything in. It'll be easier, I guess. So we're like whatever. Um, the one key thing that we were bringing that's big was our fridge. Because it's nice. We bought it recently. We really love it. And the fridge here needed to be replaced. So I was like, that's easy. Let's just do it.
So you
So we
gave it to your
reserved like,
parents?
yeah, it's so nice of me.
Well, that's like your rent for like what, 5 months?
Sure. Um, so we ordered like an appliance dolly, which is like a big, whatever, sturdy one, and then a regular dolly. And then so Ruben goes to pick up the U-Haul at 8 a.m. Of course, there's like a line of people, and 30 minutes in, he gets up there and they're like, "We don't have any dollies for you." And it's like, this is a key component of the moving process. How you can't just not have them. So I had decided like we really can't move the fridge without a dolly. Like it's freaking heavy.
Yeah.
So I go to Home Depot. I have to spend $220 on a dolly to buy so that we can move all our stuff. Because it's like, how else are you going to even move all the boxes? It's going to be a pain in the ass. Um, so I had to do that. That was like a huge L. So we started the day like 2 hours, almost 2 hours later than we wanted to, and it took forever, and it was just like a miserable, miserable experience. And
That
then
is a huge L.
when we go to drop it off, they're like, you can no longer drop it off. You got an email saying you can no longer drop it off at the place that we were originally told to drop it off. So then he had to call to find out where to drop it off. So then he calls them, and it's the next day because we were given a few days to drop it off. So he calls them, and he's like, "Where should I go?" And they're like, "Oh, you go here." And we're like, "That's the same place you told us." So he's like, "We'll just go there and drop it off." And they're like, "Yep, no problem." So we immediately get in, drive down there. It's closed. It's like they closed at 12:30, and it's like we got there, it was like 12:26, and they were already closed. It's like the person on the phone didn't think to tell us that they're closing. So then
But
he
even
just
if
had to
they
do
did,
like
you still made
a
it in time.
yeah. So it was really irritating. And like we had to do this like annoying self checkout thing, and there was nowhere to park it, so we just like parked it in a next door parking lot. Like, hopefully, we don't get in trouble or it gets ticketed or towed or something. I don't know. So my experience is U-Haul sucks.
Okay, I have questions. How much did you save by not getting movers?
I mean, honestly, probably a lot because movers probably would have been like at least 1,000, if not more, because it's long distance. Tech kind of.
Oh, got it. Okay. And then, okay, going back to the fridge. Don't you need a fridge to sell a house?
No, our realtor said fridges are usually considered personal property, but
Oh.
dryer and um, what is it? Dryer and washing machine? I promise you, I do laundry. Dishwashers and like ovens are considered, and stoves are considered like part of the house.
Okay, that's so funny because I would have thought fridge should be included and washer dryer would not be.
Well, I don't think it really matters that much. I think it's just weird to take if you take the stove or the dishwashers, like stuff that's like kind of built in.
Yeah. Both the condo Brendan bought and then the house that we bought, both of them came with a fridge. And I'm really glad they did.
Well, our realtor told us, she was like, if you guys can't do the fridge yourselves, like just leave it.
How much was the fridge?
I don't remember. I feel like it was a lot though. Like, how much does a fridge cost these days, Michael?
It depends if you get a fancy one or not, but I think it's like 2 to 4 thousand.
I think we spent like almost 5,000.
Okay, I need to see this fridge after the pod.
It's a Bosch fridge, and it was like literally, I don't know why. Like, you could send me to any store, furniture, car store, computer store, whatever. Whichever one I like, that's going to be the most expensive, whatever it is. It
Yeah,
doesn't
you're really
matter.
good
Like,
at
without
that.
question, without even knowing the prices, it like I will always pick the most expensive one.
Yeah, it's impressive.
Yeah,
Um,
Ruben loves it.
well, the good news is I'm looking at Bosch.com. Their most expensive fridge, I think, is $3,800.
Oh,
No, there's a
well, then maybe I didn't
$4,800
spend that
one.
much.
That's probably your fridge.
Is it mine is like the freezer on the bottom, and then the top has two doors.
Is there a glass door as well?
No,
Okay, got it. Then you're probably
I
in the
hate that.
threes.
Okay, that's not so bad then for me.
I don't really like my fridge here. But to your point, they are so expensive that it is like dumb to buy a new one until I have to.
Yeah, and it's annoying as hell to deal with. So you have to pay someone to come deal with it.
I don't even know how this fridge will come out.
You pull.
It's a problem for hopefully somebody else.
And let me tell you, they're heavy. I fully thought we were gonna break and destroy the fridge and trying to move it out, like, because it was so heavy.
Yeah.
And my
Well, I'm
parents' house has
glad.
stairs to get in, so it was like an ordeal.
I bet. Was it, did your dad help or is this the two of you getting it in?
He did help, but Ruben did a lot of the work.
Wow, muscle man. Well, that's fun. I'm glad you made
I
it
do have
safely.
like a secondary win to share. I don't know if you
Oh,
shared yours, but I'll just keep sharing.
I did share mine.
Okay, good. It's not, I wouldn't call it a win per se, but Ruben just gifted this to me just moments before we started recording. I don't know if you can see all of it. It's a drawing of me and Ruben with our dogs outside of our house so we can always
Aw,
remember.
that's so cute. It's kind of
Yeah.
blurry, but I
Oh,
get the
well,
gist. It's really
I'll
cute.
send you the picture, like the digital picture of it.
Did he draw it himself?
No, he had it commissioned by Let me get the name. Calvin Lin at
Oh,
Calvin Love Internet on Instagram.
that's so cute. That's really fun.
Yeah. So I don't know. We're gonna put it somewhere in our room probably, because you can
Yeah.
see there's nothing on the wall. Yeah.
What size bed are you guys working with these days?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Yeah, I would like to know.
It's a queen,
Okay, that's serviceable.
queen for queen.
Of course.
Yeah.
Okay, great. You just made the room sound small, so it made me curious.
Well, it is pretty small. I'll show you privately.
Okay, great. Okay, well, moving into content. First off, can you believe TikTok is back?
Yes. It's such a joke. Like, I can't believe we're in the world where we're at a place in the world where presidents are banning and unbanning apps. That's crazy.
Well, it just is. I don't even understand because Congress passed the law and the president signed it and the Supreme Court upheld it. So I don't understand how Trump has the power to. Like, I don't think he does, is my point. But somehow.
I think he said like he's gonna do a temporary extension, like what Biden did. And so the people that own and operate TikTok were like, okay, well, we're just going to turn it back on then because it seems like we're not going to get in trouble for it.
Right. So they're just breaking the
But
law because it's not going to be
I do
enforced.
know that Apple, like the App Store, took it out of the App Store. I don't know if you can still download it now because they could be in violation. It's a tricky thing because all the tech overlords don't want to piss off Trump. So it's like if they don't put it back in the App Store, then they could be pissing him off. But if they do, then they could be violating the law. I don't know.
Okay, great question. So I just searched it in the App Store because I didn't realize.
Is it there?
No. Well, I'm on my Mac.
Oh, I don't think they have it on Mac.
But when I search, it goes to like about TikTok availability, and then there's like a story that says it's no longer available for download or updates.
Oh, then that would probably be what's going on.
They
I
can't be
just can't
re-downloaded
believe.
or restored if you move to a new device.
So don't break your phone.
Correct. If you want it.
Yeah. I can't believe how absolutely addicted people are.
That was crazy to read, including Coco Gauff.
Wow. I've tried. I've literally tried to get addicted. It's just it doesn't work on me.
I've never downloaded it. I'm very proud of that.
Oh. Well, I would say you're missing out, but I truly don't think you are.
Well, you know me, I'm very resistant to all new social media. It always takes me like 3 years to get onto a new thing.
It's to me it's just like filled with incredibly low quality content. And it's like I don't like to listen to random people give their opinions. I like to listen to like people that I consider experts. So I don't feel like I get value out of it. And I much prefer like the ridiculousness of like a classic Tumblr shit post, which is like text and a photo versus like a video?
Yeah. I feel like this is the same way I felt for Vine. I actually never downloaded Vine either. It's just all the good Vines made their way to Twitter or Instagram or
Yeah.
Tumblr. So I was just expecting the same thing with the good TikToks.
There's been some, like I'm sure I've sent you some that I also found like on Reddit, like not on TikTok, right?
Yeah, I mean, I've obviously seen TikToks. I just have never downloaded the app.
But
Um,
like Some of these TikToks get so many views. Like literally the TikTok I posted of my Galinda crops was like 30,000 views.
Wait, that
And
is
it's like
crazy.
that's just like a silly little video that like only you and maybe like two other of my friends would find entertaining. Yet for some reason 30,000 people watched it.
Yeah, that is crazy. Especially, I guess that's my other point is like, if I watch a Vine, then the worst case is I've lost, say, 10 seconds total
Yeah.
for something bad. But if you watch a bad TikTok, that adds up.
Yeah. I don't know. I just think, for one, I said this on my Instagram because I got fed up with everybody posting stupid TikToks about like how it's bad to ban it and it's against free speech and whatever. It's just like all social media algorithms should be transparent and regulated, regardless of the country that they are originated from or
Mhm.
controlled by. So TikTok for sure, like, has got to go because we can't control it at all, right? Right now, there's no regulation against US apps, but I think there needs to be.
Oh, I agree with that too.
And at least that's theoretically possible. We're never going to control a Chinese app. So,
I know. Well, Trump's like insisting they give 50% of it to American control. I'm like, I don't even.
yeah.
Who knows where this will end up? But certainly not the way it is now.
I think the problem is they expected everybody to flock to X or Instagram Reels, and then they didn't. So now they're like, we have to retain control somehow. So they're trying to get someone's gonna end up buying the 50% share, like Zuck or Elon, and it's just gonna, I don't know, continue to be a mess.
I guess maybe, but I guess the other thing I was reading and I didn't realize is like I thought the U.S. was like the majority of their user base, but actually it's not.
No, it's like all China, isn't it?
Well, I think it's like spread throughout the whole world. But that was why they weren't going to sell it. Was like the U.S. is just not the predominant part of their business that they need. Like they absolutely want it, but they don't need it.
I don't know. We'll see what happens. But my advice is I urge people not to listen to people they see on the internet. Like, don't even listen to me. Listen to experts and people that actually know what they're talking about. That's my
Yeah, it's
plea.
kind of. Did you see? And this happened even with people that we know, who I won't name. Um, but like people who followed like the POTUS and VP accounts on Instagram were saying like Instagram is forcing us to follow like Trump and Vance. Um, so I went to my following to see because I never follow those accounts, and of course,
Yeah.
no. All that happened is the VP account goes to whoever is the VP.
Yeah. They've done that on Twitter for every president since Obama.
Yeah, so just like the media literacy, I'm like, wait, it's really concerning that you don't,
Oh,
that you're posting about it and acting like it's this massive conspiracy when actually it's very, if you take one step back, it's very plausible to understand what happened. And it is concerning, there's just too many issues that are going to happen in the next 4 years. It's just concerning that, it's just concerning.
yeah.
But I think
That's social
we're as a
media and
nation are
TikTok.
lost.
That's just what social media and even TikTok is. It's just people like acting like they know what's going on confidently and everybody else believing it. And that's how we ended up where we are.
Yeah, okay. Staying on the social media topic, I didn't send you this because I just want to see if you saw it. Did you see the insta-gay couple who um they've been together for years and their house burned down in the fires, which is very sad. And they then posted a thirst trap announcing their breakup because of the fire.
Because of the fires.
Let me read you the caption. I'm only bringing this up because it went viral on Twitter and people have already been like roasting them forever. Okay. After 9 years together, we've decided to separate. The fire that took our home accelerated this decision by giving us clarity and simplicity. We were already beginning to explore different paths. This tragedy is serving as a catalyst for a clean break. It's time to start again as individuals. And then there's more stuff about like them being sweet and stuff like that, but like they posted on January 13th, and I think their house burned down like January 8th.
Honestly, I live.
Did you see this though, or is this new news to you?
No, I've been like off of it because it's too bleak right now.
Yeah, I need to get off of it too, but I it's just this whole thing with social media in general. Obviously, they shouldn't be together if they don't want to be together. It's insane to lose your house and then post that like a few days later when thousands of other people lost their homes and are rebuilding. And like, I don't know. If you don't want to be together, don't be together. But like, that post is crazy.
Yeah, but if you're like an internet persona, that's like peak content right there. Like you can't not.
Okay, but I'm just give it 2 weeks.
I mean, it worked. Look how much attention they got.
It wasn't positive, but you're right.
Yeah, but what is that? The saying, what is it? Like bad publicity is no such, I don't know how it goes.
Yeah, all publicity is good publicity.
Yeah, that one.
And then he went to gay ski week. That I can respect, of course. Anyways, I wish
Sure.
them well. I wish them well. It just was crazy. And they were posting on about like they were exploring adopting a kid and like they have a dog together and like I don't know. I just interesting.
But hey, it's better to figure it out now than after having a kid, you know?
I agree. I'm just saying.
Can't believe
Mess.
I'm on team gay influencer.
You are, and I think it's messy. But
Yeah, but people love the mess.
yeah. Well.
That's why we love reality TV shows, such as.
Okay, let's start with traders.
Okay, yes, because I got cut off, literally cut off last week. So, what I didn't get to say last week, which is relevant to this week, because as you know, things that happened last week can affect your this week, is that Wes, one of the secret traders, like the ones that came in the reveal from the cages, is one of my favorite competitors on the show he's from, which is The Challenge.
Uh,
So I was super excited to see him show up because he's like the ultimate villain on that show, pretty much. And he was also just in House of Villains too, but I didn't watch it
okay.
because it didn't look good. Like I watched the first episode and it wasn't giving. Anyways, different content.
Do you
Super
think he's
excited to see
hot?
him. Uh, no. But you gotta think that long. He has a
I'm
nice
getting into
body.
it. Yeah.
Like you can see it on the challenge. They're always wearing like spandex shorts. It's fun. Um, it's just the beard doesn't do it for me.
Yeah.
It's a little too much.
Yeah. I don't like that
Um,
either.
but the challenge is a show really famous for strategy, like similar to Survivor. But it also has a really strong physical component. So he's like, I give him like an 8 out of 10 on strategy and then like 10 out of 10 on the physical. So I'm curious to see how he does here. And at the end of this last episode, they were kind of giving him like a little bit of a storyline of like he was trying, they're showing him putting all the pieces together. I guess I don't want to talk about that until we go through the rest, but I really hope he gets a good storyline.
Yeah, he seems very smart. Um, well, I did say, obviously spoilers ahead. I did say last week that I thought Bob was working his way out, and he sure did.
Yeah. He really messed up on. There was like a lie that he said about them going in the secret room. Maybe we didn't see everything that happened, but it was like Danielle went in the secret room with, I don't remember who it was.
I think they
And
were all in
then
it.
but she went in with a faithful because he discovered it, and she went in and he was like, "What's it going on in here?" And he brought it up, and then Bob was like, "Well, I went in the room with Danielle too." And I was like, "But Danielle went with him. He knows that she was there." And it just, to me, it was like a blatant lie. Like if you followed all the pieces, you would know Bob is lying for sure.
Hmm. I missed that. I thought, okay, so clearly throughout the episode, Bob was getting some heat from different people, but I did think he was going to survive. But the moment I knew it was over for him was at the end of the challenge when just unprompted, he was like, we know that it's, one of the new three people who came in is one of the traitors. Just,
Yeah.
and everyone was like, I knew it was over for him.
So one thing that I correctly predicted, which I didn't know if this is a normal thing or not, but as soon as they added like like the fourth traitor,
Yeah.
I was like, oh, the show's really going to be about getting the traitors out so they can win the money themselves in the end. Is that how it always is?
Well, yes, but there's never
Okay,
been four traitors before.
gotcha. As soon as they brought that guy in, Boston Rob from Survivor, I was like, it's not even fair for any of these other players. Like, he's the only one really playing the game, in my opinion.
Well, they're all playing it in different ways, famously. But I think Rob has overplayed his hand, and I think he's going to be out now.
I really thought if Bob had known that was coming, I think Bob could have turned it on him. But I was really hoping someone was going to tell him, but they didn't. I was really hoping for Chriselle. It's just like Chriselle is not playing the same level of game as Rob is. There's just literally no way.
I agree, but I don't think Rob is playing a great game. I think he made his move too early, and there's obviously two other traders now who really don't trust him and have seen him throw someone else under the bus. And then Carolyn in
Yeah.
particular is like a really strong strategic player, and she's already hinted she doesn't like trust him now. So I think
I think
Rob. Go
I
ahead.
think Rob thinks he's gonna strong arm Carolyn into doing what he wants, and he's gonna end up chopping Danielle too. Because he told
That's
her to when it was time to vote at Bob, he was like, the entire rest of our game um relies on this right here. He was like, this is the whole game. This is the biggest part of the whole game. And then she like followed him.
interesting. Well, what I'm curious about, normally when a traitor gets killed, the traitors can either murder again or they can recruit somebody new. Um,
Ah.
so it'll be interesting to see what they do here. Because, like I said, there's never been four before. But Danielle
One
was
thing that
not playing
annoys
a good
me,
game.
oh, she got lucky. Because I feel like all the heat just went off of her.
I agree, but and it'll be interesting to see what happens next there.
Yeah. The thing that bothers me is like I feel like when everybody's talking, like they all just like assume everybody's a faithful and they all kind of just like confide in each other. It doesn't really seem like anybody's keeping to themselves, like except Rob and the traders. Like that's what seems obvious to me is like the traders keep everything close and quiet except Bob, who's gone. And then everybody else is just like very free and open with each other.
I know, I think it's because the faithfuls are afraid of being accused of being a traitor. And so when you turn into like this little like alliance where you keep things just with a few people, that can arouse suspicion.
I see. It is a fun game. Like I do like dissecting and like thinking about all the strategy.
When does it come out again? I'm like, hope there's a new episode tonight.
I think it's on Thursdays.
Oh, okay. Sad. Um, well, I'm excited, but I do think the only traitor playing the game is Carolyn.
I agree. Because she's. I feel like in all of these games, you have to just kind of keep low key. And she's doing a really good job of that.
I agree, and that's where Rob is fucking up because he's playing really high key.
Yeah. Well, Bob was doing the most, and then Rob felt threatened by Bob and decided to go hard. But Rob was either going to gain the trust of everybody, or like what Wes was saying, like at the end of the episode, he was like, Rob was like 100% sure that Bob was a traitor. And Wes was like, so how could anyone be 100% sure of who's a traitor? It's only if they are also a traitor.
Yeah, and that was really resonating with people.
So I'm really hoping Wes like pulls something off because I would love to see that.
I agree. I agree. Okay, well, moving into Drag Race. First off, did you watch Untucked?
No, I wanted to though, but I never got around to it.
Yeah, I haven't watched it either. But it seems like this season in particular, it's really making a difference what's happening in Untucked versus what's happening on the main show.
Yeah. I mean, I wanted to watch it after seeing all the Jules and Anya drama play out.
Oh my god, Jules is so cute.
She's one of my new faves. She had a good
Yeah,
episode this
I
week.
agree. I agree.
Um, what did you think of the looks? Anyone stand out?
Okay, well, I thought Corey's dress was so cute, and I didn't think she deserved bottom three.
I do think it was a safe placement. Like, deserved a safe.
Hers was the cute, like, yellow Tweety Bird one, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, somebody said on Twitter, I forget who it was, but it was like Bianca. They basically said like what Corey was wearing was like what Bianca maybe wore every single week.
Yeah.
And she obviously won. Um, anyways, I thought it was really cute, and I didn't think it deserved bottom three. They said it wasn't opulent, but it was cute in like a rich bitch way.
Yeah. I think the problem was that there was no Lalaurie bag girls up there. So,
Yeah, but Joella's fucking bodysuit, that looked awful.
yeah. Well, she was bottom for sure.
Yeah. Also, her makeup
I
looked
will.
terrible.
I didn't notice that one, but um, I thought she did fun in the lip sync though. She was really swirling that outfit around.
She definitely won.
Yeah.
I liked Lucky
Um,
Stars. Could you believe she clocked Rue on her exit?
wait, what did she say?
I think Rue kept calling her Lucky Star. And she goes, Rue, it's
Oh,
stars.
I don't recall. I
Well,
must have been too busy crying about her exit. That's what I call. I love when people clock Rue. Like my favorite one is when oh my God, I can't remember her name, but I picturing her face. Um, it's the White Queen who had that joke with RuPaul where she was like, RuPaul was like, "Have you ever smoked weed?" And she was like, "Do you know what I'm talking about?"
no.
Oh my God, that's literally it.
That's very funny.
Um, anyways, it was the roast episode, and then she's like, I just like to thank Rue for like whatever, whatever. Why don't you stand up from behind the desk and let everybody see you?" And like the joke is that like Rue always like takes off half her outfit and is like sitting there in sweats from the waist down,
That's very funny. No, I
and
didn't
then
remember
Rue
that.
flips her off. Oh God, why can't I remember her name? It was a fun one.
This was a few seasons ago, yeah.
Yeah,
I remember the flipping off. Like, I remember this vaguely.
yeah. Um,
Who stood out to you?
honestly, oh, I mean, I loved Jules's.
Yeah, that was cute. I couldn't believe the Anya Nerve drama.
I could believe it, and I loved it.
Well, it's like when you ask someone if you could use something and they say no, you can't take it.
Well, that's what some people think, but other people think differently. I just could you if that was me in this situation, I would have lost it. I would have went off.
No,
There's no way.
absolutely.
I would have been like, girl, you can be Hormona Lisa 2.0 and pull all that shit off the dress because it's mine.
Yeah,
That I
100%.
wish we would have got to see too, was Lexi Love calling out Hormona Lisa.
Well, that's what I didn't understand was like, where did she get those jewels that she wasn't allowed to use?
She brought them. So she was trying to be a C word, a cheater.
An S word, a sinner.
Yeah. I just can't believe, like, imagine it's the day of and you have to pull all that stuff off your dress. I
I
would,
know,
like, be like,
but like,
I'm not doing it. I'm sorry. I'm just like, I'm not doing it.
oh my
I
god,
would
I
just walk
know.
out and be like, sorry, I cheated.
Well, because I know, because probably what would have happened is Rue would have been like, well, it was a beautiful look, and you are not eligible to win,
Yeah, you can't win.
but you are safe.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh, what did you think about Lexi's fabric toss?
okay, because they showed the clip of the runway, and I was like, okay, that's going to be really cool. Or maybe I looked it up. Anyways, I saw the clip of the original runway, and I thought that's really cool. But then I liked the dress overall, but it was like a little bit of a like, okay,
Yeah, I feel like they really edited around it too, because I feel like it was a little bit floppiana. Like it didn't fail, but it wasn't as amazing as she sold it to be, is what I got. As soon as she said she was gonna do it, I was like, oh no, this is gonna be a bottom. Like it's gonna be bad. And then it turned out okay, so I was happy for her.
yeah. No, I had faith it wasn't going to be a bottom. I thought it was going to be a top in theory, but then turned out to be mid.
So they always do.
I also thought it was so funny that in the mini challenge they were all fighting for like $400.
Oh, yeah, I didn't get that. But I will say I do want a RuPaul Monopoly, if that's real. Is it real?
I don't know. I'll look it up.
Oh. Well, as
RuPaul
you know,
Monopoly.
my birthday's coming up soon.
It's not really.
Sooner than yours.
You got me there, gal. Wait, this is so funny. I'm gonna have to sign. I'm still doing dry January, but my wine club is here.
Wait, that's great. It's the 22nd.
I know, 9 more days.
And then,
Sip, sip, bitch. What's been so crazy is realize. I mean, it's all makes sense, of course. Just realizing, like, okay, now I'm just like hungry. Oh, hang on, I have to get this. It was like a real amount of calories I was eating, and now I'm like hungry.
let's see.
I'm back.
What did you get?
Wine. I opened it.
Oh, but what is it?
It's a mixed pack.
Oh,
Well,
variety.
I order from this place called Wine Insiders, which I really like. A, they have good wines and they're not that expensive. And B, they're really good for my points and miles.
Oh, interesting. I never thought about that.
I think about it all the time.
Okay, Charlie XCX.
But yeah, it's going well. I'm definitely not going back to my old ways, but okay, here's a good question for you. The thing I miss the most about like not drinking or drinking is like when I have a glass of wine, right? That first sip, it's just like an instant like relaxer and sends a signal to my like brain that I'm like done for the day. Do you know what I mean? So what is that for you?
Mm, I don't know, like shutting my laptop.
Yeah.
I don't think I really have a problem like turning off work.
Oh, I do.
I don't know. Ruben is like similar. Like he like we'll be like going out to dinner and he'll be like reading his messages, checking his email, and I'm like, girl, I who's work? I don't do that. I don't even think about it.
Well, this has been not helpful.
Yeah, I don't know that I have that. Like I don't have a thing that says I'm done. I say I'm done. That's all. But what
Well,
has yours been now that you don't do that?
well, I would say I've not figured it out.
Oh. I guess maybe sometimes I'll get a snack. But there's nothing special. I don't know.
Yeah. Anyways, no, we're definitely gonna make new rules around it. Definitely not gonna drink during the week, and definitely like set weekend rules and stuff. Like definitely consumption is going down. It's been good to not, and definitely losing weight. Definitely seeing gym progress. Definitely sleeping better most nights. So there's been real tangible benefits that I don't want to give up. But um,
Yeah. The sleep thing is big. And what you also might find is that now that your body knows what it's like to like not be on alcohol all the time, that when you have it again, your body might hate it.
yeah, it'll be interesting. I'll report back in a couple weeks.
That's what
Um,
happened to me. So, I mean, I hope it doesn't happen to you because I know you like to enjoy alcohol, but be prepared just in case.
yeah, no, that makes sense. I mean, this is not my first dry January, to be clear. Um,
Yeah, but you haven't made it this far, have you?
maybe not. I don't know. I've definitely done at least 2 weeks in the past, but now we're
That's
on
a lot.
22. So, anyways, well, stay tuned for next week's episode. We'll probably record after I go to Disneyland with my parents.
I'm sure there will be some stories there. Oh, sometimes I go running and I ran by your mom's house.
Oh my god.
And I
Like,
flipped her off. Just kidding.
did you actually go like down the street, or were you just going
No,
like,
no, I just ran past the street.
yeah, that makes sense. Well, I won't tell her, or she might hit you with her car.
That's true. Better watch out for my safety.
Oh man. Um. All right. Anything else?
Um, oh, I did just want to say, excited that Bo Nang's gonna host the Oscars.
Is he hosting the Oscars or he's hosting the nominations?
Oh, I thought it said Oscars, but you could be correct.
I think he's just hosting the nominations.
Oh, well, now that's my L of the week.
It's a nice concept.
Wow, that's stupid. My day is ruined.
Sorry. Yeah, they announced him too at like 5 a.m. Pacific time, so you're definitely just not gonna
I'm not
enjoy
watching
that.
that.
No. I don't even think they're fun. I think they just like read the names.
Yeah, don't they just like go up there? I feel like I've watched it once and it was very boring.
Yeah, it's just like the nominees for best screenplay are Baby Girl.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's it.
Thank you for listening. New episodes come out every Tuesday on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and YouTube. Please follow Baby That's Cont on YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram. And you can also follow our personal Instagram accounts at Jojo_Patron and at Queen Kip. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
We'll see you
See
next Tuesday.